Yo, check me out. I'm Elder Starting, I guess we're starting a new series. It's kind of. We did it last week. But again, returning to Project Zomboid. For Build 42, for real this time, I guess. A little bit of clicking around and some nonsense going on in the background. I guess it's kind of in the foreground for you as well. First stream on the new rig. Hopefully you're seeing the difference, or at least you will today. Probably not with this game. But new rig means 1080p. We'll be doing 1440, I think, at some point. But we'll start with 1080. At least it'll be a little less grainy and such. So yeah, first stream on the new rig means fumbling around with some settings and tweaking some stuff and, you know, the usual. The intent was to have the sandbox settings set up, map picked, and a character created by the time we started this. None of that happened, so you're going to see me fumble around through a little bit of the character creation again. The difference that we're going to do on this playthrough, rather than any playthrough I've ever done before, is we're going to avoid all the nonsense stuff that you would never do, where you're like holding up in a house reading books. Like, we're going to stay away from the stuff that makes sense to play the game, and we're just going to play the game, if that makes sense. Instead of finding a hammer and you're going to go disassemble every piece of furniture you see, which I get it, right? That's the right way to do it, get your stats up and stuff. But that's not what we would do to survive, I guess. So we'll try it out. We'll see what's up. If we're having fun, we'll keep going with it. And if not, we'll return to DayZ, you know, whenever we stop having fun. Kind of the way we always do things around here. But anyway, that's what we'll get into. We'll do a little bit of character creation starting off. I've already picked mold draw, but that's about as far as I've gotten. So we'll get right into that. Tea of the evening is Earl Grey. It's time for Project Zomboid. Stuff is like halfway working. And for some reason that didn't give you guys a game screen when it's supposed to. But moving everything over earlier today and then trying to get it to work tonight, you know, that's what I get. That's what I get. Anyway, okay. Let me make sure we're actually making some semblance of noise in the game also. Okay, good to go. The only thing I've added is Sunday driver. I haven't picked a profession yet. That's kind of, again, kind of avoid stats and just like what sounds cool. Engineer sounds pretty cool. And it does cheat us a little bit, like right off the bat. Carpentry can use a generator, but it's alright. It's an option to pick. We're going with it. Okay, so that's good to go. Electrical, carpentry. I don't even know masonry, because this is all, I'm assuming, part of the new stuff. Anyway. Alright, let's go negative stuff first. Let's go for the juicy goods. Endurance and endurance. We can go with thin-skinned. We're cocky enough in our abilities that won't be an issue. Loss of tiredness. So it's not necessarily that you sleep. Well, maybe you will. We can sleep a little more too. I don't want to just torch all of our abilities either. Like, you know, when you can't fight or you can't carry. Those are two terrible ones together. You need to sleep more. Faster rate of zombification, more prone to disease, that's okay too. I'm going to keep an eye on volume settings too for you guys and just kind of keep peeking over there. It looks okay so far. For me it is screaming in my headphones though. I've got to turn it down for me. I think that'll do us pretty good. What do we got? 19 points? Let's go 22 points. Alright, see what we got up top. Again, we'll go beefy first. How does that math work out? Points to spend 18? Oh, it's from this, huh? From picking occupations. Yeah, the first thing I have to do is turn the music down. As much as I enjoy incoherent screeching in my ears. Let's do that. got 8 points left, so we need to be a little less crazy. Maybe do like a 4-2-2. Fishing might be the way to go. Less noise when moving, that might be the thing too. We already have good running, so I'm not worried about that. I thought it said, well, I mean it could. I was like, sewer? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, what did we come across up here? Yeah, graceful. Graceful or inconspicuous? I don't really want to be sneaking around though, so we'll do graceful. Overall, less noise. Alright, into the 2s. Carving. Didn't we have that we need more food? No, okay. Let's do eating. Okay, I don't know anything about the crafting system either, so we'll do inventive. Just, we're an engineer, right? That checks out. And there's our points. So I did the normal experience, so we won't be able to do any of the sandbox stuff, but honestly I don't know if we'll survive long enough. It's been too long since I've actually played, so Burton Farrell. Okay, so we have to randomize, and we're basing it if we take the dude, Claude, on the way he looks and his name. Well, Garth is the dude. Garth Roper is our guy. Let's hear. Hey! Hey! I like how that kills the music too. It's like we need to hear what Chris shouting sounds like. There we go. That sounds like a Garth voice. Yeah, I wanted to get this part over too, because it's just going to be a lot of sitting here waiting for this loading screen to take place. But this is the first time I've played this on this computer though, so presumably it should load up pretty quick here. Yeah, I was hesitant to stream this, and I still am a little bit. Just because it's new and it's fresh, and, you know, that's typically what everybody does when something is new and comes out. Yeah, load time was pretty good. You know, everybody jumps on the stream it bandwagon. Okay, you even get a tutorial. I don't think that was ever a thing, was it? This is called walking. Tapping E, tapping E. We know that bit. C to crouch. Yeah, I know that. Stuff gets heavy. Stuff you can mess with. Doors, windows, curtains, lights. This is only if you have a map, right? Finding maps. You can make markers if you get a pen. So that's similar. See, this isn't any fun. Never used a generator indoors. We had to find out the hard way. Which is ridiculous, obviously. I love how you can hear my seat cushion behind me. Yeah, we know that. Sneak stab. Okay. There is a lot in the survival guide to start. We'll leave that open to start up, but slightly unnecessary. Okay, I don't know Moldraw either. I'm assuming in 150 hours or so that I've spawned in here at some point, but okay, so kind of the what would we do, right? I think we can leave him over here. Now, my mute key is H. So it's going to open the health screen constantly. That's going to be slightly obnoxious. I need to rebind that, but we'll just keep that off to the side so it's not too terrible to look at. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of got to, like, create a little bit of our story, too, if I'm going to kind of do this a different way, but we can just, you know, make it up as we go. I already hear something bashing open there, so I don't think we have much time. Yeah, I was about to say, you can just pin the one thing, right? Yeah, having zombies in the area right away, I think, is the best way to go about this. Let's take... I'll take a pickle. And a knife for now, I suppose. I don't remember. Can you just... No, back... Belt. There we go. I feel like it's one of those things where we're going to do something stupid, just kind of wandering around and doing whatever. We're going to die. I can feel it. But I feel like this is a better way to go about this than just like, you know, oh, I need this to take apart for my electronic skill. Like, that's not something you would do right now. You're like, okay, we've got a little bit of food. We'd be searching our surroundings for, like, supplies. I don't know if you can... Yeah, it makes sense. You can't... There we go, duffel bag. You can throw that on your back, right? Where? Perfect. Okay. This is the stuff you would do. Like, hey, get all your stuff in here. Let's get out of this place. Evil has befallen us. Which, like I said, we don't need to, like, write our own story for this or anything. We just kind of set the terms for how we're going to go about it. And I think that sets it up pretty well, you know? Like, we're not going to settle into a house. We're not going to set up a safe house, at least not anytime soon. You know, because this would be, like, your first, like, what's going on out here type discovery. Why does it sound like somebody's, like, getting into a zombie fight over there? You know, naturally you would steal the jewelry off the first zombie that you see. Spy on our neighbors and see what they have going on for house for sale. Okay, I see like a boarded up house over here. Let's go scope that out. Is there a way that you can toggle that? That would be ideal. Oh, fantastic. And our first challenge has happened. I do want to get into this house, but... tragic tale of whatever's happened there. Okay, okay. We might have to go for a little jog. Get our exercise in. Okay, we have friends. Ooh, I didn't know that. The zombies can trigger alarm. That's different. Alright, calm down. I've already forgotten his name. What's his name? Garth Roper. Calm down, Garth. Already a more challenging start than the, you know, kind of like when you can sandbox yourself. Alright, now they are coming from quite a ways. How much do I have following me? Alright, not too bad. The population is a lot higher, for sure. Do we have a map? No, okay, you actually need to find a map. That's good. When it was talking about the map, I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. Like, you can immediately see where you're going and stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. It'd be sweet if we could hop a car. This is actually not a bad thing, too, because that, unless this goes off, too. but that potentially could draw a lot of them away that we would have had to deal with otherwise. See, I think you should, like, there we go. I was gonna say, glass windows right there. Well, you know, as opposed to what other windows are made of other materials. Like, you should be able to peek in there. Oh well. Yeah, let's get a little bit of a distance here. I guess having the health open is good too, because we just encountered last week the muscle strain aspect too, which was new to me anyway, obviously. But that's, I feel like it's a good thing to keep an eye on. I gotta figure out the right thing for that, because does that pop down automatically? I think it does, right? No? Yeah, I haven't been able to look in like a single house. They're everywhere. I think most houses that I've run past, they've been inside also. Yeah, because I feel like the thing you would do, well, the thing you would do is not just walk past the one that's over there. Let's take those for sure. Vitamin magazine. Is be weapon searching. So I definitely would like to locate, you know, an axe or a bat. That's right, the door's open. Like a cat. Yeah, let's just vacate. I think it'd be really cool if we could find just kind of some of the different stuff that I haven't seen, like a basement house. I'd like to get my hands on like a gun with some ammo right away, and just kind of see how that plays out differently. I was always like a big gun and ammo hoarder, and then when you get enough, take it all out. Get into some shenanigans. Every single thing. Once again, zombie apocalypse. Please unlock your windows before you run away. It's coming from the right. Where would that even be? Can I hear that far away? That house? Some good hearing right there. Oh, that's why. That makes more sense. Don't open that window. I was about to say, I would like some window to open though. I do that, I think, every time the first playthrough again. Alright, let's seal ourselves up later. Yeah, I need this pinned, but not obnoxious. I don't remember that doing that weird, like... How do I get vicinity? There we go. Oh, bread knife. Look, it looks like a samurai sword. It's like a short sword. Here's your bread knife. Where's... Is that a kitchen island? That's weird, right? Just gonna eat a bunch of pickles. Tense. Well, there's a lady about to murder us in the next room. That's... People usually don't feel too great about that. Let's grab a pencil. Just for the inevitable map that we'll get. Yeah, because I want this, like... You know, the constant tension of... Would you open the bathroom door and murder the zombie in there? Probably not, right? Like, that's not... something we would jump to. You would just be like, okay, good, they're in, you know, they can't get out, they're locked behind the door or whatever, and then all of a sudden the door bursts open. Now you have to deal with that. That seems more, I don't know, I'm trying to create a more of an inherent experience, I guess. Like, let's not force it, let's not create it, but what would actually go down. And as a good Kentucky boy, you'd go to church and pray the zombies away. Okay, scaffolding. I could, from over here, these planks were like, we're doing this weird like jiggle render in and out. So I was like, what's going on with those? Let's check out the under construction house here. The exquisite pearl. Now, one thing that's going to get me killed for sure is not, you know, not being on guard. Not going in, you know, opening doors and not putting my guard up and stuff. But that's okay. I do have a, so I'd like the discovery too, like our scavenging. Ooh, okay. Unhappiness. Wait, unhappiness went down. Does that mean we're happier? That did frighten me a little bit. I was like, boo! Give me your wallet. What's this? Can research craft recipe. What? What are we... Yeah, I'm too out of tune with stuff like the crafting. That... I don't know what you would possibly be researching out of a wallet. But let's scope that for a second and see what happens here. I like how most of the house is empty. Like, you know, it's like a model or something like that that they're finishing up with the... Oh, to fix it. Okay. Or I guess to craft it. You can sew a hide wallet. That makes more sense. But there was, like, stuff in here. Let's go to the church. I don't know what we think we're going to garner out of there, but... More of these vehicles than anything else. I do think it's a little cheesy to zoom out too far too, so let's kind of be a little bit more, slightly more realistic on our field of view here. Should have gotten a tire iron so I can be bashing windows and whatnot. What do we have? Do we have anything that can... Oh yeah, I wanted to scope this. I like the location bit. That's cool. That was a cool addition. We can get rid of it though. Locking up the church. Oh yeah, there's literally gonna be nothing in there, so... Except for, again, you know, that'd be like, oh my goodness, we gotta go in there and take all the chairs apart for our carpentry skill. Which off stream I would probably do. Or not, it's not that I'd probably do. That's exactly what I would do. That's what everybody does. I didn't even know. The noise scared me, but I didn't know what the noise was for. Let's use our knife here. Doing like a banner lord attack here. There we go. Let's wear that. Drop this other one. Is this oh, okay. I thought that was like the watch settings, you know, to set the alarm and stuff. Not to quad speed through time there. Okay. I think the inconspicuous trait is helping us quite a bit. Oh, there's a crate there. Cool stuff? Okay, let's get out of here. Stop looting your stomp zombie and run away from the horde that's coming. Oh, a garden set up here. That's nice. And they're growing zombies. I really could have used that escape, but it didn't work. Okay, I don't think they can jump that, so that's something. Okay, I think this will just be the one. Might as well make it difficult for her. That's what I tried to do in the last one, it just didn't go too well. Okay, fantastic. Let's get a little exercise in. What do we got? We got like an ATM there. The bank is here. Okay, good. I was gonna say, hopefully we can just duck in here while they all go by to the house. How? How did you... I mean, obviously he was on that side just trying to go straight to the house, but... Don't get scared, we just saw him. Also take a drink. That was risky. I just saw... Oh, power bar, like power strip. Tainted cleaning liquid. Tainted bleach. I think that's new too. I don't remember ever seeing stuff being tainted. That was risky, but... Oh, okay. Now, I said we were going to be a little bit more realistic. You'd obviously be sprinting away. And get to Spiffos. I think that's a fair thing to assume that we'd be doing right then. See if we can backdoor into the market here. I definitely hit the wrong button. I kind of just panicked and like shift controlled for some reason. Like that was going to do something. Come on. There we go. I was about to say I would love if that would just work. That's what we wanted. Oops. Pick that back up. Pick that back up. Give me the good bandage just in case. Got some electronics, more of that. I think I've hit a brief realization, and I'd like to push through it, but I don't think it's been long enough for me to come back to Zomboid yet. So this will be, we'll just play today. We'll, what is this name? Yeah, I think what's happened is the same thing if you were to play Subnautica too soon. You know where your base location is. I thought that was a door open. You've got your base location. You know where materials are in certain spots. So, like, if you were to play it again too soon after a playthrough, you're just gonna, like, fall right back into that same stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happened here. I don't know. I think it's just me, right? Because it has been 2 years. What are you guys doing in the buffet? It's been 2 years since I've done a legitimate playthrough. But, that being said, I think I might have just kind of done... Like, I think I've played as much Zomboid as I would play by myself, at least. I don't know. We'll give it a bit longer though. We'll give it a good half hour longer at least, and see what we can get into. I think the single player experience, what ends up happening is unless you, which I don't know mold draw, and that's why I picked it. So like I'm waiting for that, like, oh, look at this place, but it seems like, you know, when you get into a look at this place, it's just like, oh, it's, you know, it's another storage unit and there's just sledgehammers and stuff. Why can you not? There we go. Transfer liquid. What do I even have that? We'll take liquid. Nothing? Interesting. Okay. Now, on the other hand, I would be getting excited the fact that we found a workshop, an electronics store, and stuff like that, because we can obviously head back to this stuff. Auto manual. This takes a while to read, right? This isn't like a quick read. Yeah, we'll just take it with us. Yeah, okay. Is this just the light switch? Yeah, I like the red light being added to it, so if you walk in... Phone book... And out we go. Yeah, let's clear this out and see how many of these we can get into. I don't know if we'll be able to, because it seems like there's actually quite a few of them. Let's get that a little shrunken at least. I wonder if I can just kind of shout them out. This is the other problem that's going to happen here, though. Unless we're sledgehammering, we're not getting in any of these. It is secure storage, after all. Yeah, it would have been nice if one of them was open, so I could just crack the door and kind of keep them in there. Excuse me. She really wants to get out of that fence. Okay. Let's move on there. I'd love a map. I could just pop open the PZ map and just roll off that, especially since we're kind of already committed to not long-terming this. It's funny, last week when I was playing it, I was like super excited about it, about the prospects of like actually playing a survival run. And then I got in here and I'm like, okay, what are we going to do first? I'm like, well, you would like get a gun and go shoot some zombies in the face and then hop in a car and get away from all the zombies. And it's like, well, it's not really going to be the way this is going to play out. Mass Genfac. Man, the population is so high in the, I already forgotten what the, kind of the standard, the default playthrough is called on the left side, the very first option you get. It's good though. I can see, because it was like, you know, this is the way Zomboid is meant to be played, or however it worded it. But like, this mode for new players is probably going to discourage people right away. I mean, you kind of almost need to like get to the country right away to learn how to fight zombies, so you're not fighting 12 of them at a time. Okay. What's up with mass genfac? Yeah, just an industrial shop. What am I under there? I love like the junky zombies where it looks like, you know, they haven't eaten a human in so long and they're just hot and tired and took a break. It's awesome just to like step, 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 and then just zombie noises. That's the only thing going on. Mr. Garth Roper. What do we got up here? Smoky Saloon. Smoky. I hope one of your patrons was packing. I mean, you keep your tools. Oh, he lived upstairs. Smokey has a gun, right? I just had terrible Aerosmith pop into my head. You know what I was going for. Yeah, I was about to say, you have to have a belt, right? To be able to put the knife in your... You know, to attach it to your belt. Take a can of tomato. I don't think we've even... There we go. Well, that's bottle opener, not can opener. Books, photographs. Thanks, Carl Mortner. I feel like that's a very important thing. I like how it's in the kitchen. Just some light reading, you know? Saucepan with rice. Now, is that actually... No, it's not. It's not actually on the oven. Or stove. You can't do stove, huh? You always have to throw stuff in the oven. Food. Oh, nice. Okay. I like that. Oh, well, let's not do that. I'm like, yeah, let's have a timer ring off and, you know, alert everyone in the area, including us. Oh, well. Putting it back to 0 didn't really help us. What is Howling Woman? How screaming cured me. Get that out of there. Fresh cooked rice. Let's leave the oven on. We're not coming back. It's alright. See, that's where I wish we did... Oh. Missed me. That's where I wish we did have a car so we could, we could drive back by and see what's what. I think... This is just based on that real estate flyer that eventually here... Restricted area. We're going to be on the kind of heading out of town, which I think we're already there. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I feel like that's, I don't think I've ever watched a streamer play this, but that's where you've got to do like a challenge or something like that. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of me walking down this highway, hoping to find a car, hoping to get to the next town. That's not very exciting for anybody. Let's get Garth's legs going here. We know we're not going to see any goods anytime soon. I assume we're just getting a little sweaty. Unpleasantly hot. Of course, the cars we find are burned out. I don't know if you can actually get into those or not. What kind of clothes are we dealing with, too? Okay. Well, we have a shirt and a t-shirt. Let's ditch the... Can research... Oh, I guess to sew it. We got a polo. Garth's, you know, he's business cash, if you will. Yeah, I imagine after they get fired like that, destroyed, burned up, can't get into them. Are we wearing shoes? Yeah, okay. Kind of looks like Adidas there. Yeah, see, this out here is quiet, right? So if we could get like a trail that led to a house, that would be pretty cool. I think the if we were going to truly do kind of what my aim was, right, to kind of base a playthrough on what you would actually do rather than what we do as players of the game. This is exactly what you would kind of do, right? You'd get out of town, you'd find, like, you know, Old Man Brimley's farm on the edge of town who had guns and food stored up and stuff like that, and like just kind of shack up and, you know, get on the radio. And you can't be perfect, right? It can't be a perfect video game, but it does kind of suck that you know things like Life and Living is coming off after, what is it, day 6 or day 12 or whatever it is. So like I specifically remember setting my watch as soon as you get a digital watch to set it to, was it 6 and 6, right? For Life and Living. Setting it to the times that so you wouldn't miss it, and then sit there and reading books. So for like the first, I don't know, week to 2 weeks of playthrough, you're like reading books and watching TV and going and collecting more food and bringing it back to your first safe house. And then like you just kind of repeat the cycle. And it's like, okay, well, I know the power is going to go out soon, so I'm working for a generator. And it's like, I get it. And that's the way that you're going to be successful to play. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I've, like I said, 150 hours plus. But that's not what you would do. Like, you'd be sitting there or sleeping or whatever and wake up and the power would go out one day and you'd be like, oh shit, what are we going to do now? Now I have to go out and, you know, get a generator, and oh, I have a generator, but I don't know how to use this thing, and so on and so forth. So I think just kind of experience of playing through the game is kind of what stales it out for you, which is unfortunate. I do hope we come across something fairly shortly, because this won't be very exciting. Yeah, we're obviously leaving Moldraw since it's like, there it is that way. But we'll start popping into some of these side streets and stuff here. Take a look and see what's what. I think the next time I give this a playthrough, I think I need to try and track down a multiplayer server. I have like very, very little exposure to it. I'm pretty sure I had found one, and when they're either, you know, midway through or like near the end of a wipe, like everybody's already established, everybody already has everything. You go into a house and somebody's like, hey, that's my house, and you're like, oh, sorry, you know, I didn't know. So like the zombie aspect of it obviously is, the zombie and the survival aspect is over, which I'm okay with, because then, you know, you introduce like that new kind of like the social and the coexistence, I guess, aspect with other folks. Okay, there's got to be a farmhouse up here then. We've got fields of some flavor of another. Let's actually go over and see if we can kind of interact with it. I think this is just an asset, though. It's not like grass. Okay. You know, it changes the dynamic completely. Well, the family's still here. Actually, quite a few of them. Let's see if we can kind of skirt around. I'm imagining the house is behind the... Yeah, there we go. Behind the garage there. The garage. Yeah, because we could do, you know, some sneaky... Oh, does it not do walk here anymore? Is that not a thing? Walk to? Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess it has to be line of sight, huh? Yeah, that looks wide open to me, and I try to right-click it and it won't let me. Interesting. This is the tiniest little little ranch. I was thinking back here with like this significant amount of land. Let's do some murdering. It didn't work. It's very awkward. Very awkward indeed. She's all dressed up. Watch the set alarm off. Okay. I do like too that they're starting to kind of like not lean into, obviously it's been the thing the whole time, but expand on the lore and stuff like that. You know, when the TV or the radio or whatever's on here is talking about the Nox virus. Electrical 3. You know, we're getting into the kind of why stuff. So I know this build, I guess it's kind of a disservice to just call it an update. This build took quite a while, but I mean the response was just like was huge on it, right? Like it's bringing a lot of new players in and so on and so forth. So I imagine they're going in the right direction with stuff. And don't get me wrong, I can't dispute the fact that people have a ridiculous amount of hours, you know, in just a Zomboid single player. I'm really hoping to find a gun in here. Do some shooties. Take that key just in case. It's funny how the phone books have not been anywhere near the phones. Like, there've been phones, and then there's phone books, but they're not next to it. Alright, we've got a visitor. We have a visitor. I don't think, Tommy's room here is going to have a gun in it. Boris the Badger. Where's glue? Where was the glue? Doodle of Spiffo. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was going to say, it'd be cool if you could look at this stuff. Well, you can. Okay, but we can't actually see it. Re-look at picture. Don't want your stupid doodle anyway. Oh, they've made it. Was that like a backhand? Was there an attempt to bitch slap me right then? Okay. No gun. Oh, jeez. I think we were in the kitchen, weren't we? Let's try the... Go out to the shed. She have a knife in her? Yeah, she does. It's gonna be better than my paring knife, I think. Fillet knife. Bloody fillet knife. I like how he turned his back on the encroach. Hang on. Let me turn around real quick. I gotta take this knife. gonna say, it'd be kind of funny if we could just stack up this pile of stomped out zombies here. I don't think, I think maybe I just don't remember it, but it feels like when you actually finally stomp them out, the squish noise is a lot, like, more under, I don't know, they've toned it down a bit. Egg container? So it's almost slightly difficult to tell, like, okay, is the zombie dead now? Really? In the barn, even? Okay, so I hit E to try and see if that was a gate, you know, for the stable there. And instead it was doing a weird loading bar. So I don't know what that was all about. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Man, that's a bummer. It would have been solid if we could have found a pistol or a shotgun in the house and just kind of gone and shot one outside here to draw them all in, and then kind of like move backwards into the house and go out very cinematically, gun a-blazing, as they all came into the house. Can't have it all, I guess. What's his name? I'm never gonna remember his name. Garth. Party on, Garth. Alright, we came down from this way. Maybe we can get a lefty up here shortly. Find something else. Guys, we're gonna call it an early night. It's just not, like I said, I'm just not ready for it. I'm not ready to dive back into PZ. Maybe someday. For sure someday. I do really enjoy the game, but I think unless you have created the scenario for which I desire to play, like, you can't. You just gotta play the way the game is kind of set up to play. And, you know, I feel like you could. It'd be cool to watch somebody who's literally never played before. You kind of see those all the time, like, oh, first time playing, blah, blah, blah. I envy that a bit, for sure. I know that I had, we had, like, a pickle or something like that, and I have the trait that I don't have to eat very often, but this dude is just, like, marathon running. Not a care in the world. Okay, hopefully this house is a little more well-armed than the last. A little bigger property, too. What do we got running around here? Little chickies? Oh man, did the zombies kill the chickens? I can't really. There we go. That's cool. That's the first time I've seen livestock. You know, in the game. Well, at least they'll keep them running around. Really? Did you just cut yourself? Going through the bushes. I like the, I'm glad he did it, because otherwise I wouldn't have noticed it. You know, the heart shaking up there probably wouldn't have caught my eye. Now I'm scared of the bushes. But it might have been a little bit of a dramatic grunt yell for left thigh scraped on a bush. Alright, the barn is just, I'm assuming, like a stable-y barn like the other one. These guys seen me? Or is that coincidence? The one for sure has. Alright, well, it's our blaze of glory time. Let's pop in here. Okay. just hang out on the bench. You'll be alright. Nothing wrong is taking place. Ooh, little sunroom. Little afternoon tea spot. Yeah, of course, there's 100,000 of them out here. Give or take a few. There we go. Okay. Now, race against the clock. If you were a gun, You really wanted to shoot zombies. Okay, first the VHS caught my eye. What was that? Oh, ghoul stoppers. I thought it was like soul scrappers. There's already one in here. I also have not equipped fillet knife. I feel like that's going to be better suited for murder. Oh, it's going to be down here, huh? All right, we got our knives. Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt. Excuse me. She's already on her way. We'll take a key, just in case we get crazy. Home sweet gnome. Alright, well we have to take a look at this. This is the cool stuff, right? Like they leaned into people that were collecting garden gnomes and stuff like that. That's cool. Sports/weapon. I love it. I don't really understand what the point of that is. I don't know if that'll like make you less bored or what. Minor pain. Are you really? You're fine. You're fine, guard. Was she in here? No. Oh, now you're hungies, huh? Alright, let's go in the bathroom and eat. That's the place to do it, right? Where's our rice? There we go. I was about to say, did we ditch our rice? I love that. Scoop it on out of there. Give it a little drink. Why are you sad, bud? Are things not going your way? Nah, we don't need to fill it. I have a feeling we're gonna crack this door and she's gonna be out here. No? She give up? Alright. Look at this size. It's a fillet knife. It's like a machete. I feel like you used to be able to zoom in a lot closer too. Did I make that up too? I feel like I made a lot of stuff up with this playthrough. Chop! Ooh. I didn't realize they were all right there. Time to go. Let's go to the shed. Surely there's a shotgun in the shed. Oh, that's sad. I'm not a funeral guy, but I don't know how I would feel about, you know, like Magene being buried on property. I just realized how I reacted to that too. Oh, that's sad. Well, okay. We'll just run out here. I was about to say, there's no gun. My wishes have not been fulfilled. But at the same time, I don't want to go running down the road again for 45 minutes. Let's have the health up too so we can see like the strain and stuff like that. We're going for a barn dance. Hopefully it's empty. Let's get the light on. Does it have a door? No. What about gates? Oh yeah, there we go. Can they come in between the two? Can you jump over? Yeah, okay. Did it break my knife? Broke my knife. Problem is I can't really see. Oh, alright. Oh, it's begun. 2? We're gonna lose to 2? Alright, well our knives are out. That kind of makes that lame. Oh, oh, oh. Still good, still good. Did we get bit? Scratched. More than one barn? No, no horsies or anything, though. Between, oh, that's sad, and, oh, no horsies. What an exciting life Garth has had. Did we do that? I don't think so, right? No, we haven't been down here. Let's drink some horse water. I tried to open the gate, so it's really funny how I hit E and he just like tried to leap over. Unsafe for consumption. Num 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 num. We don't need that. We don't need that. Guess we'll screwdriver it up. Could just use the gate, stupid. What even is that? Oh, sack. Okay. I was like, why is it highlighting this weird, like, I don't know, fire extinguisher? So, you know, we kind of done like a cheese playthrough, right? Like, it hasn't been a playthrough, obviously. We've been running around again. Same thing I did last week. I thought maybe the spark of last week would ignite a fire tonight. Such a profound statement. But it's just kind of led to me doing the exact same thing I did last week, where I just kind of run around. I did less discovery and exploration this week than I did last week, for sure. I would love to grab a chicken. I don't even know if you can, like, can you carry a chicken? This is probably not going to be successful. This will be how we died. Except we can't see anything either. You guys are getting a little darker. Let me see how much. There we go. We'll do 1 gamma filter for you. Is 2 too many? Yeah, 2 washes you out too much. So we'll go 1 for now, and if it gets darker, I'll throw another 1 on for you. Yeah, what? I don't know where I'm running away from. We're taking our house back. That's the problem. I'm not gonna let these no-good zombies first chase our chickens, and then tell us we can't live in the house. Alright, so goal is... Let's unpin this. Oh, actually, I do need that pinned down. Of course she's there. Get out of the way. Where was sport/weapon? Is that in here? Yeah. There we go. This is how we go out. Oh my god. I was thinking dumbbell. Alright, we've got the bathroom that we can back up into. Here we go. Jeez. Yeah, minor muscle strain immediately. I really don't think... Maybe I have to do an actual aim? I don't think so. There's no way this is less effective than stomping with your little Adidas shoes on. I was gonna say, I actually don't want to shove. I just want to barbell bash. Muscle strain. Come on, man. So the damage I'm doing, and you know, sure, it could be a strength thing too, but like, it's nowhere near equivalent. Cause watch. I guess it's how tired I am too. But like, it's a huge barbell. Alright, let's hang out for a minute. Let's catch our breath. Can barely walk or swing a weapon. Alright, pay attention to your status, and then you'll understand what you're going through. I honestly expected the house to get rushed. It's hard to even think. And my bandage is dirty. And I'm scratched. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is it. Can we get out? Let's turn the light on. I don't like how dark it is. There we go. Can I do a roundabout? Oh, I can. That's awesome. You guys stay in there. Haha, dummies. Did I even make it in here? I must have. No, I don't think I did. That's the noise you make when you've been smashing zombie faces with barbells. Why is he holding it there too? Like, what an unbalanced spot. That's why he's muscle straining. He's got to put like a forward push down to keep this barbell holding the way he is. Romantic letter. Oh, that's sad. Romantic letter contains nothing of interest. What can you craft with that? Glue, gunpowder, sheet of paper. That's cool. Man, this is the stuff that, you know, I know that the most work probably went into stuff like that. Device options. Turn the volume all the way up too, so it's yelling. I don't even know what USR is. Where did we even get scared from? I mean, I hear a window, but... Alright, guys. It's time to just go start swinging. I do need the light on, though. I'm scared of the dark. I need the light in case there's witches. I mean, I guess we can go scope real quick, see if there's any, just eat some oats. Where'd the oats go? Can of oats. She has a knife in her leg, too. I don't think we're gonna get, much recovery there. Do we have a oh, I thought we literally thought we had a broken bone. Alright, Garth. It's been real, man. Let's get a little sneak swing in here. Bash! See, this is what I was talking about, though. This is kind of what you'd be going through, right? Like, you're freaking out. You just found a big barbell. You're like, I don't know, I guess I'll swing this thing. I get the mechanic, right? They can't have you just, like, swing this huge weight. But I do feel like it should be a... There. Oh, no, not... There it is, yeah. I was kind of hoping for like 10 of them to be in here right now, but let's go visit the chickens. Doing too bad. Doing alright. You stay in there. I want to say hi to the chickens. Alright, I do think I need a double Gamia for this one. It's going to wash out all the other stuff. I can't see anything. I can see like the shrubbery. We can hear our chicken friends. Don't worry, chickens, I'm coming. Okay, we jumped the fence. I can see, like... Oh, there's a lot of them. Gotta find a chicken. Where's the chicken? There's the coop. Okay, I can see one running over here. Aw, pick up right at the last second. Less than a zombie an hour. Apocalypse. That was the name of the game mode. I like the boodle for it. And human flesh. Let's go back to the menu just for sake, so we don't have dueling banjos going off for us there. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. We're I've opened my eyes. I know Build 42 is a great addition to the game. I know there's so much more to be done in it. It's just not my long-term game. I think in maybe, I don't know, maybe in a couple years, at that point they'll probably be on 43, maybe? I'm not sure when 41 even came out. I think when I started playing, 41 was like firmly in place on stable. But I think I've spent too much time playing it. I've never been to Louisville, I've never done the prison. Like there's plenty of stuff that I never got into, but I just don't think it's the long-term game for me. So next Saturday, what we'll do is, let's see, am I around next Saturday? I am. So I think we'll pop back into saturDayZ and we'll start doing, we'll hit the Deadfall quest again, I think is what we'll end up doing. Either that or Deer Isle, undecided. We will see next week for sure. Friday, we're going to get back into Quest for Glory 5. We're progressing relatively well, kinda. I do need to off-stream make sure I haven't broken the game. Oh yeah, I'm seeing that flash over there. Ridiculously bright for you. Turn those filters off. So we'll scope that out. That's Friday, same time as this, and then the same time as this as well. A week from today, we'll hit back into saturDayZ. So YouTube folks, thanks so much for coming out. Appreciate you watching. Sorry to let you down. We're not going to PZ any longer, but if you enjoyed me and not so much the game, please come on back. And if you're watching this at a later date, I'm Elder B. Take care.